What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Legit Whiskey Reviews. And today I have a 15-year blind battle. All right, so on paper this would seem like an uneven battle, like everyone would know which one would win, at least on paper. But I mean, that's why I like doing blinds, because you just never know. I have my favorite. All right, so we have on my left, your right, is Calumet Farm 15. So these are both 15 years old. This one is 105 proof, so 52.5% ABV. This one here finished in my top 5 whiskeys of the year for 2021 last year, so it's definitely a heavy hitter and my favorite, of course. So but you never know, so that's why we're doing the blind. And on my right, your left, we have George Dickel 15 year. This is a Tennessee whiskey, and of course, you know, it's people either love it or hate it. As far as Dickel, me, I love Dickel. There's nothing wrong with it in my opinion, and even that mineral note that everybody loves or not love but like hates, I don't mind it. I like it. I feel like it adds to the whiskey. So I guess it just depends on your personal taste. But this one's coming in at this is 52.3% ABV. All right, so they're pretty much, I mean, they're pretty much right on. They're pretty much even as far as the proof. But now when it comes to the price, there's a big difference. So this one here retails for around $120. Depending on your area. I still see it in stores sometimes. I'm not sure if it's available as much anymore because the new Calumet 16 did come out recently, so there's that, which I want to try to review soon. And then the George Dickel was around $60 to $70, so not bad. There's a big difference there. So does a more expensive whiskey mean better? I don't know. I mean, in my opinion, I know which one is my favorite. It's the Calumet. But like I said, this is a blind battle. We're gonna do this blind, and then we're gonna really see which one I do like better, at least today, which one I like better. But my daughter poured these like usual. The answers are here, and these are both labels with little green tags. This one's B, this one's A. I'm not sure which one's which, so I'm gonna start off with A. All right. Oop, I lost the tag, but this one's A. This one's nice, but it's kind of neutral. I'm not. There's the oak. Okay, I was looking for that oak. I'm like, where's the oak? And both of these have been open for a long time, over a year pretty much, so this one's way more than halfway. Same with this one with the Dickel. So as far as like how they're gonna taste now, I haven't had these in a little while. It'll probably be a little bit different from the last time I had it. The more air gets in it, the more I feel like it changes, and sometimes not for the better as far as like when it's really low. So you know, there could be some fluctuations as far as what I remember, but yeah, this one has a nice sweet cherry note. There's a sweet oak coming through. There's a nice caramel note. There's a hint of spice, actually a good amount of spice. A little bit of pepper. But I feel like what comes through the most in this is cherry and sweet oak. You know, there's a big difference between just oak, sweet oak, or like bitter tannic oak. This one's definitely a lot of sweet oak, which I love. I really enjoy that. But yeah, let's go to the palate on this one. Cheers, everybody. Yeah, this one's really nice. Sticks to the palate. I'm getting a nice like cherry. Yeah, there's like almost, it almost heads towards medicinal cherry, but not quite. It's just right. It's a deep, rich, like syrupy cherry, but not quite medicinal. Good amount of spice here. There's also like that sweet oak definitely came through on the palate as well. I feel like I'm gonna be able to tell these apart as far as even the palate. No, the nose I couldn't so much. Well, I haven't smelled that one, but I feel like I'm gonna be able to tell these apart, but I feel like it's a pretty uneven match. Even though I feel like both of these are great whiskeys, I just feel like there's one that is just way better in my opinion, and I feel like I'm gonna be able to tell the difference, but I don't know for sure because I haven't tried the second one. But so far, this one on the nose and the palate, amazing. That oak is so sweet, and it's just like a rich syrupy cherry with a good amount of like caramel, vanilla. There's also a ton of vanilla in here. Yeah, this one's like dessert in a glass. And then to round it out with that spice that lingers, this one's definitely a hitter. All right, I wish I had some water to cleanse my palate, but that's okay. Let's go to this one. Oh yeah. So I think I know which one's which. That Dickel minerality is definitely coming through on glass B. But I enjoy that, so even though I feel like I can tell which one's which, that doesn't disqualify this one because I still gotta try it on the palate. But I figured it would be kind of easy to kind of tell these apart. So this one's oaky. I feel like this one is like a syrupy oak. It's like, I feel like that Dickel mineral note is like kind of influencing the way I'm smelling the oak coming through in here. But it's not a bitter or a tannic oak, and it's not like in the middle. It leans more towards a sweet oak, but in a different way. It's not like what I was getting in glass A. And this one's like syrupy, like a thick, like rich caramel note is kind of like the primary note in here, along with that Dickel mineral note. It's like a Flintstone vitamin. That's how everybody describes it, and it definitely is that. If you've ever had those like Flintstone vitamins when you were little, that's what it's kind of like, that chalky mineral type flavor. But I enjoy that note. It's this one's also sweet, but in a different way. It's more like syrup, like more towards like maple syrup, caramel, vanilla, like those type of notes. These are both very desserty type whiskeys, but I feel like this one leans more towards like syrup, and this one's like more like sweet in a different way. There's definitely some char coming through on this one as well. I feel like more than this one. Yeah, definitely. So as far as the char note, that char type note is definitely coming through more on glass B. And also I feel like the glass A, there wasn't as much char coming through, and I feel like there's more oak on glass A than glass B. Like I said, I'm picking up the oak on glass B, but it's not there as much as it was on glass A. But let me try it. Damn, this one's nice too. I mean, wow. This is like probably like, let's say $60 to $70 difference between these two. There are differences, but as far as like the finish, I feel like they're pretty even. The finish on glass B, out of this world also. There's definitely a lot of spice, very spicy. I feel like it lingers, very long finish. It also coats and sticks to the palate, just like glass A did. I feel like where these are different is like when it comes to like the sweetness, and I feel like this one's like syrupy, like rich in more of that vanilla caramel way, and I feel like this one's more like dark, rich cherry, sweet oak, deep, rich, sweet oak and spice and pepper on this one. So it really just depends on your preference, and I feel like it really depends on where your level of experience with different type of whiskeys are. So as far as me, these are pretty damn even. I really like especially the finish on both of these, but let me try it one more time because these are really close. It just really depends on the day and what I'm digging that day. Wow, this one's so velvety on the nose though. Let me try it on the palate. Glass A is amazing. I mean, it's just, yeah, I mean, every time I just went back to Glass A, and I thought I really liked Glass B, but this one's just so well crafted. Like, you can tell the difference. This one, Glass B, is like a great whiskey, but you can tell the difference. They kind of start to like pull apart from each other. One goes ahead of the other. But let me go back to Glass B. Yeah, even on the nose, I feel like Glass A has it. Damn. I gotta say, Glass B, on the finish, I feel like it has Glass A beat. This one's really close. Every time I think I like Glass A better, Glass B like kind of starts off like syrupy, caramel, vanilla, and then it just builds up. It kind of like starts off here and it kind of like ramps up to that rich like pepper spice, like a deep spice, and it just like lingers on. You're constantly tasting flavors on the palate. So as far as the finish, I feel like Glass B wins it. As far as overall nose and palate, I feel like Glass A is the winner. So 2-1. I feel like Glass A is the winner today. But not to take away from Glass B, because this one's definitely a hitter as well, especially on that finish. If you're the type of whiskey drinker that enjoys a great finish, I feel like Glass B definitely has Glass A beat. It just hangs around more, it sticks around more, and it's just like there's more flavors coming through after a while after you take the sip. So I just feel like Glass B has a beat as far as the finish. Definitely a great whiskey as well, but today the winner for me, just overall as far as texture, nose, palate, is Glass A. So let's see which one's which. I think I mentioned which one I think is which, but let's see. So Glass A was definitely Calumet 15, and Glass B was Dickel 15. So A, which was my winner, was Calumet, and then B was Dickel. So like I thought, just that it's kind of hard to hide, you know. I just feel like that Dickel mineral is, if you know what you're drinking, if you're experienced with what you're drinking, especially like Dickel, you can tell, you can kind of like pick it out. Even more than 2 whiskeys, you would pick it out. It just stands out, and I enjoy it. So that's why it was kind of hard for me. But that finish on the Dickel definitely is something to check out, especially. So this one here, like I said, is the 52.3% ABV. They do come as low for the 15-year, as low as 40% ABV, which I would kind of stay away from if you're experienced, because I feel like you get the most flavor out of this higher proof. They do come in different proofs, but definitely don't shy away from this one if you do enjoy the Dickel products. But overall, I can see why the Calumet is more expensive. You can tell them apart as far as like overall nose and palate, if you disregard the finish, which to me finish is pretty important, but just overall I feel like the Calumet is superior to the Dickel. But do not discount the Dickel, and it's definitely one, if you see it, pick it up, because you won't be disappointed. As far as the higher proof ones, I would stay away from the 40 proof, or yeah, for the 40% ABV, I just feel like it's a little low, and it would probably be thinner than this one. So if you guys like my content, remember to hit that like button, remember to subscribe, and keep it legit, and do it for the love of whiskey. Cheers.